What's going on, guys? So, a couple of days ago, Dana White got asked a question in his post fight press conference interview thingy that he does about Sean O'Malley's next fight. And he said that Sean O'Malley versus Merab 2, he said they want to fight and that people want to see it. We'll get into if people want to see it later. But I see like 99% of the fan reception about this is, oh my god, this is a terrible fight. They shouldn't do this. It's terrible. It's not going to be close. That's like what the perception of it is. And I disagree. I think it's a good fight. I think there's a lot that Sean O'Malley can do to improve his chances in this matchup. I think he can do a lot better in a rematch, maybe even win. I think there's a lot of stuff he can change about his game plan. Like in the first fight, he was just like he didn't want to make it boring, so he went forward. And Merab was actually the one going backwards and just waiting. Um, and I think that game plan from Sean O'Malley was terrible. But we know now that Merab, um, he's pretty weak to teeps, so Sean O'Malley can exploit that. He can just not go forward. I think there's a lot he can change about his game plan, man. He could just not be the aggressor, and I think he would be able to do a lot better that way. And I think it's a good fight. Like the first fight wasn't very entertaining, but these are still two of the best bantamweights ever. So seeing them go at it is never gonna be bad. Like it's always gonna be pretty exciting. But and like I said, it was a close fight. We got one judge right here that gave it a 49-46. I think that scorecard is kind of silly. I don't think there's any way you can give Rob all four of the first rounds. Round one was very close. Round three, I think Sean O'Malley won. And round five, I think Sean O'Malley 100,000% won because Merab was hurt and he was running away. So this was a close fight. Like two of the scorecards were 48-47. It was just the rounds that Merab had were like clear Merab rounds, whereas the rounds that Sean O'Malley won were a lot closer. So it was a very close fight. But yeah. So and Merab, he's already beat all the bantamweights. So people are acting like there's somebody for Merab to fight at bantamweight. There's not. Like you can see, he's beat Sean O'Malley. He's beat Peter Yan. He fucking curb stomped Peter Yan. He destroyed him 50-45. Why would you want to see that rematch? Why? It's fucking stupid. He beat Umar. Corey Sandhagen coming off a loss. He's not getting a title shot. Figueiredo coming off a loss. He's not getting a title shot. Song Yadong is on a one fight win streak. He's not getting a title shot. Cheeto coming off two losses. He's not getting a title shot. Rob Font's not getting one. Merab already beat Henry. Mario Batista, fuck that. Merab has already beat Jose Aldo. Kyler Phillips fucking sucks. Eamon Zahabi's fighting Jose Aldo, which is fucking stupid. I'm going to make a video about that later this week, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Marcus McGee, Montel Jackson, like none of these guys are fighting Merab next. It's not happening. So it's not like there's somebody that deserves this fight way more than Sean O'Malley. Like it's not like a Colby Covington title shot against Leon when Bilal is right there on like a 10 fight win streak. It's not that. So I think people are blowing this way out of proportion. I don't think it would be that egregious for Sean O'Malley to get another title shot. Um, but I still don't think he should. So um, it could have been better. They could have match made this way better. Um, they could have done Merab versus Pantoja, which is a fucking goated matchup. Two of some of the greatest of all time in their division. Merab is the bantamweight goat. I don't give a fuck what you say. There's no argument, in my opinion. There's no way. You can't have anybody above Merab. Not TJ, not Dominic Cruz, nobody. You can't have anybody above Merab. The body of work Merab has put in is absolutely insane. Dominic Cruz, he beat Uriah Faber. That's great. You beat TJ Dillashaw in a split decision to Keihan Mizugaki. Like, Dominic Cruz lost to fucking Cody Garbrandt. Let that sink in, guys. He lost to Cody Garbrandt. And I know people like to say, oh, for those 25 minutes, Cody Garbrandt was the best fighter ever. No, he wasn't. Dominic Cruz got fucking curb stomped by Cody Garbrandt. Okay, Merab, he's beat Peter Yan, former champion. He's beat Henry Cejudo, former champion. Sean O'Malley, former champion. Umar Nurmagomedov, one of the most well-rounded bantamweights ever, who showed in that fight that he was clearly at the level of a champion. Um, it's just you can't really compare these things, man. Merab is the bantamweight goat, okay? And Pantoja, he's the second greatest flyweight of all time. Like he, in my opinion, would beat Demetrius Johnson. I think he's a lot bigger. He would be able to take DJ down. He could scramble with the DJ easily. He's more dangerous on the feet, so I think he could beat DJ. He's a very skilled fighter. He's building a crazy resume at flyweight too. He's got like 9 wins in the top 10. Um, in his last one, he submitted Kai Asakura, who, even though it was his UFC debut, is a very good fighter. He beat Steve Erceg, who I know he lost to Kai Kara France. Steve Erceg is also a really good fighter. That was a close fight, but still, Steve Erceg is a very good fighter. He beat Roy Val. He's beat him twice. He's beat Brandon Moreno 3 times. This guy's resume is insane. So I don't see why they would miss an opportunity to make a fight like this. I don't get it. This is like GOAT versus GOAT type of shit. This is the only double champ fight in the UFC that like actually makes that much sense. Like I'd like to see Ilya versus Islam just because I'm a big Ilya Topuria fan, but like Merab versus Pantoja is the double champ fight. It's the one that makes sense. Merab has beat everybody at bantamweight. There's nobody for him to fight except Sean O'Malley or Peter Yan, and both of those guys he beat, and particularly Peter Yan. He fucking destroyed Peter Yan. He destroyed him, bro. It was not even fucking close. So I think there's more of a case for Sean O'Malley to get a rematch over Peter Yan because that fight, number one, it was close. Sean O'Malley was already a defending champion, and Sean has beat Peter Yan. So, yeah, but Peter Yan is on a win streak against Song Yadong and Davison Figueiredo. So those are 2 very good wins, but he got like 50-45. So, yeah. But, Rob versus Pantoja, missed opportunity. This is a fucking legacy fight. Imagine you put Merab versus Pantoja in the next fight I'm about to talk about. Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan 2, which is a massive fucking fight. We want to see it. The first fight was so close. A lot of people think it's a robbery. I don't think it was a robbery. I think if you watch that fight with your eyes, you could tell it was very close, and you could give that to either guy. But I feel like a lot of people watch fights with their hearts and not their eyes. So I think that's why the perception of that fight is, oh my God, it was a brutal robbery. It wasn't. It was extremely close. But Sean O'Malley, at the end of the day, he did beat Peter Yan, but it was so close that we want to see it again. And it's one of the best fights that I've ever seen in my life, dude. That fight was insane. It was fucking crazy. If you haven't seen it in a while, if you're bored right now, go rewatch that fight after you're done watching my video, of course. Go rewatch that fight. It was fucking amazing. So why would you not want to see it again? Better yet, as a 5-rounder. So here's my idea, right? We get Merab versus Pantoja, okay? We get Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan 2, okay? We get Corey Sandhagen versus Davison Figueiredo. Put them all on the same card, okay? Have the winner of Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan 2 face off with the winner of Merab versus Pantoja at the end of the night, and boom, you got yourself an exciting fucking contender. And then you'll also have Corey Sandhagen and Davison Figueiredo on the card. Whoever wins that fight, they're also looking at a big fight. So I don't see why they didn't make this. I'm telling you guys, the UFC needs a guy like me in the matchmaking room. They need me in the war room sipping Johnny Walker because I studied, okay? They need me in there making these fights. I'd be a genius. But, yeah, I don't see why they didn't make that. But, on to the next thing. We got Mr. Kingpin over here talking about the people want to see it. We don't. We don't really want to see it. Like, I know I've been saying, it's not that bad of a fight. It was close the first time. The rematch, it is, it's not egregious to give Sean O'Malley a rematch. But, like I said, man, it could have been better. They could have made it better. I don't know why they didn't make it better. We got Mr. fucking Kingpin over here. He's friends with the Nelk boys. He's backstage, and they're like, "Oh, what about Sean O'Malley? We want to see Sean O'Malley in a title fight again." And he's like, "All right, you guys want to see that? Okay, I'll make it." So he can have the Nelk boys in the arena. He can make a TikTok video with them, promote his little power slap. I think Dana's fucking checked out, dude. I don't know what he's doing. Like, 1 week, we can get Volkanovski versus Lopez. We can get fucking Bilal versus Jack Della Maddalena. And then the next fucking week, we get Sean O'Malley versus Merab too. And, make sure you give Kai Kara France a fucking title shot. It's just fucking silly to me, dude. It's fucking stupid. Dana White needs to get a grip. When he says things like the people want to see it, he means my rich friends want to see it that I invite to the Apex every weekend. That's what he means. I don't think Dana really gives that much of a shit about what the fans want to see, because at the end of the day, the UFC is always going to sell well because it is the premier combat sports organization in the world in terms of MMA. So it's always going to sell. Like, it doesn't have to be that good. So that's just what I think, guys. Let me know what you think about the fight in the comment section. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. I know I'm being a professional complainer this video, but sometimes we need professional complainers, dude.